loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm ready to win. Yeah, refuse. Mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me keep on running. Toes they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for that doubt. They kinda me out.
And just like that, I know y'all thought we took a month hiatus, but at the end of the day, we was in training camp for a month. So don't blame us. We got a few fights we want to talk about, but this is In the Red Corner with Tomo, Ricky, and Ty. As you can see the photos up top, as you can see the people here. Now, do we want to get straight to it, or we want to say, I'm joking. How y'all boys doing?
Man, it's good, man. Let's talk boxing. Let's get to it.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right.
Get right to it.
So if you tuned in right now, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button because we are streaming right now on 2 platforms, that's YouTube and Facebook. And again, both platforms have a like button. Both platforms have a share button. And this is live right now. And we also know it's recorded. So when you want to go back and clip us up and say, nah, you was wrong about something, you could do that. You can also leave something in the comments because we like to spar in the comments as well. Speaking of sparring, you know, the other day I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I might have to go get me a new car. Do I want a S-Class? Do I want a E-Class? You know, it's something about Benzes, man. Or maybe I might have to get me a C-Class. I don't know. But Jaron boots Ennis, man. You know, Ty say he known for selling them C-Classes, so he might could sell me a new car. You may be a little late, but we got to talk about Boots versus David. Boots retained the IBF with a 5th round knockout in Philly. Fellas, should we say... I want to ask, is Terence next? But let's just recap this fight right quick. How y'all feel about the fight?
Go ahead, Ty. I'm gonna let you get this one first.
It was expected. He's supposed to knock him out. Expected. He's fighting somebody that Bud beat like 20 years ago. Seems like. So yeah, I guess he's trying to catch up to Bud some kind of way. But it was a good fight. Ennis, like I said, Ennis is a great fighter. He's not elite, still a great fighter. The guy he fought, he did pretty decent, but he couldn't handle that speed and that technique that he had. So yeah.
Yeah, for this fight, I will agree with Ty. It was expected for Boots to win. Nothing was the opponent he fought didn't bring anything new out of him. And then, you know, there was nothing for him to change, but just for him to be himself and have some fun, you know. But again, it's not his fault that, you know, he had to, you know, jump in that C class again. If somebody would vacate these belts, you wouldn't have any issues.
Hey, man. You said he fought him 20 years ago, so this must be a lemon C-Class that he fought this time. that driver's seat been worn in, man. He like, man, no wonder this hits the curve so perfectly. Somebody's been here before. For me, watching that fight, I know in the moment we was in the chest and we was going back and forth, but I just had to get my little dig off at Shakur. I was like, here go another person fighting at home and giving us an entertaining fight. I mean, just letting their hands go. So again, Shakur, I see you at all the other matches, man. Just make sure next time you in the ring, you could be as entertaining as you are outside the ring, as most people are inside the ring. Boots did his thing. Ain't too much I can talk about with that one. So we're going to just close that on out. I mean, everybody's seen it. They seen where he was at. They see where he's going. Or do you see what I'm saying? I'm playing. Speaking of C's, Claressa Shields.
There you go.
Claressa Shields. Man, just all I got to do is I can say Gwoat. We can say Gwoat,
yeah,
right?
No, Big Gwoat.
Yeah.
Big Gwoat. You got to say Big Gwoat now.
Big Gwoat, okay.
Big Gwoat.
Didn't she go up a pound or two?
Man, she went up to heavyweight. Matter of fact, let me get this one. See, God give her praises, her flowers, whatever it is.
You can tell when Ricky likes a boxer. For everybody that's watching, you can tell when Ricky likes somebody. Look what he just did.
When her to come in to move into a heavyweight class and get the second round knockout, and make it look effortless. Like, you know what it remind me of? A little bit of some Roy Jones type of thing. Like, she literally have titles from middleweight all the way to heavyweight now. You know what I'm saying? Gold medalist. Like, what? As a woman, what has she as a woman in combat sport? What has she not done? She done did MMA for Christ's sakes. I gotta give her everything that's due. She done did everything as a woman in combat sport and have surpassed the women before her and still continue to do it. So I gotta give her flowers now. That fight was amazing. I did not see a second round knockout. I thought, when you go up in weight, especially heavyweight, you expect the heavier opponent to slow down someone who's coming up to that weight class.
Mhm.
But she did an amazing job, and it looked effortless like all the rest of her fights. You didn't even see her break a sweat.
I
Like
mean,
this, I gotta give it to her. So I want to say we gotta upgrade her from GWOAT to big GWOAT because she heavyweight status now, so she big GWOAT now.
see, Ricky, I'm gonna stop you right there. I know it's boxing, but at the end of the day, don't put big in front of nothing with women because they don't like that. Now you try to have her come see you.
Oh man,
That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to save you from yourself, man. Putting big GWOAT. I'm just saying. Just saying. Ty?
I agree with everything he said. I actually blinked, and next thing I look up, and then girl on the floor. I'm like, oh, let's get fight over. It was a quick fight. I didn't expect her to get out that fast. That was, to me, going from the way she came from to heavyweight to knock out somebody like that in the second round was crazy. I don't think it's ever been done. I don't think it ever will be done. Yeah, like you said, she is the GWOAT. Because at first I had Ali over her, but after that, nah, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way.
Nah, five division champion.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
That's big status right there. So she can fight in any weight class at any given time.
She needs to get heavyweight because heavyweight, she like looking like that. Golly.
Yeah, if she dominate that, like it's nothing. I want to know what weight class will she just sit at. You know how you have people sit at certain weight classes like Canelo. What class was she just was one she would sit at? Because she can pick and choose which one she want to sit at. She probably can pick 3 of them that she can sit on.
Which 3? Which 3?
Heavyweight, middleweight, light heavyweight. It's a couple.
Okay. I'm just saying. Look, all I know is I went, like Ty said, but Ty was actually watching it. I went to go look for the fight, and I had to go to Twitter to make sure I wasn't tripping. Because when I clicked on it, it kept saying, it just showed the DAZN logo, and I was like, but I thought she was fighting around this time. It ain't too late. I go to Twitter and they showed a knockout, and then it was like, man, did you see how she was on the ropes, like how she was moving? I was like, hey, Frank, since you want to sit on the ropes, like this how you got to move your head when you're on the ropes. Poor girl, man. And then they were saying, whoop that trick going into the second round. I was like, man, something about fighting at home with some of these boxers, man, they feed off the crowd, and that's just what she did. Claressa, man, they call her the GWOAT. We're not gonna say B.I.G. in front of it because at the end of the day, if Ricky wants to spar you, that is on him. Can you drop your Instagram so she can come find you?
Nah, she ain't finding me. I don't know. I ain't doing that one.
Well, you can add in the red corner. We can find a way to get you. I mean, it's right there in the ticker below. So if you want to find Ricky, go through in the red corner, and we will make sure we link this up. Why you getting so quiet now?
Nah, I was about to say something, but we can continue.
I'm just saying, man, we get Claressa on the show because you
get on the show. Look, matter of fact, Claressa, yeah, if you want to come on the show, we definitely gonna give you your props. Just don't knock me out. That's all. Just don't knock me out.
Oh, we gonna say get. It's gonna be like that episode of Martin for real.
Cole, you stupid.
You're gonna be calling me because I'm like, nah, I think she got on the plane to go home, and then she walking around. I'm like, yeah, have fun with that, buddy. Well, speaking of more fights, man, we just had to give y'all the quick synopsis or the recaps of those 2 fights because last night we had another. Man, it's been a good year for boxing. Can we say that?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. What the applause? We got the applause. What the applause sound effect in? Because boxing is still going. Boxing is came.
Boxing came and did what?
I was waiting for the sound effects, but I guess you ain't want to hype me up. You ain't want to hype. Nah, it ain't nothing.
Oh, you want to hear the live crowd? That's what you need.
Yeah, I want to hear the crowd one.
He need the live crowd. I got you.
I was looking for my co-host. Y'all supposed to. I'm like,
We
tough
did.
tough crowd though.
Nah, we got you. We definitely said it. And this guy heard the same thing yesterday after sitting in a fight that most people say he shouldn't have took this soon. Man, oh man. My cousin. He's not my real cousin, but again, man, Jared Anderson for Martin Bacol. Did I get that right? Bacola. See, look, so for everyone that's been a subscriber or everyone that's a new subscriber of In the Red Corner, please do a ticker of how many times Samo has messed up the boxing names. And when you reach out to me, I'll have something for you. It might be a white tee from Target or something, but I have something for you. I'm working on it, people. I'm working on it. But Bacola won a 5th round KO. Martin stunned the boxing world with a decision. Oh, no. With a decisive 5th round knockout. I was about to say a decision because he definitely decided to knock him out in the 5th round. But again, against a touted prospect, Jared Anderson. And I think that was for the belt, right?
No belts.
That one for the belt.
Hold on.
I thought it was.
Yes.
Does he have the belt?
No belts. No belts.
That one title fight?
No belts. I take that back. No belts. You got. I'm mixing it up. No. How can he had to fight the Usyk got the belts? There's no belts. There's no belts.
I just want to make sure it was a title fight because the way he pulled his belt off and whooped him with the jail boxes on, I'm just saying. That's what it looked like.
He definitely spanked him, but yeah.
But the question continues after that fight. And Ricky, you said it in the chat. You've also texted and voiced it, but should Jared Anderson continue as a heavyweight?
First, let me give my recap on this fight. It's important.
It's a letdown, right? I know.
Yeah, no, this was disappointing. As everybody know, I was a big I'm not gonna say was. I am a big fan of Jared Anderson. I see a lot of good potential in him. But this fight was upsetting because I felt like he could have done a lot more just from basic boxing. A lot more of, feints and sticking and moving instead of just trying to go toe to toe. The guy was like 320, man. He looked like he's a freaking titan. You need to worry about slowing him down for the later rounds, gassing him out, working his body. But it just kept saying like Bacola was just ready for with good timing with them short uppercuts. Short uppercuts was perfect timing. It was so slow, but you can see the precise timing on that. Like they knew, like he must have really studied Jared Big Baby film. But my thing is now, I was highly disappointed from the KO because I think it could have been prevented. He wasn't listening to his corner. He even said to himself he was not listening to his corner. And now it got me to the point where I'm starting to see a pattern. When you see him fighting Titans and he's stumbling or he's getting knocked down. So now my question is, why stay at heavyweight when you might need to go to light heavyweight? You might need to go to cruiserweight. Don't stay at heavyweight and keep taking them beatings when you can be in other divisions and you can be great in other divisions, or you can be that guy in that division. I think you might want to take those signs from them last two big opponents he had, even though one of them he won. But this one right now, Bacola that he lost to, that was a devastating knockout.
So
that fight, I think Anderson, he need to learn how to stick and move. Because for some reason he want to sit there and slug with a slugger. I don't know why he want to do that. That's why he got knocked out so fast. And moving down, is there anybody really in cruiser that he could fight? I'm trying to think. I know he can't go to light heavyweight. Light heavyweight, too many boxes down there. He can't go down there. But he probably could go down to cruiser. Because taking the heavyweight, if he stays a heavyweight, he's going to have to stay on the mid. I don't know the fighters can't go to the top fighters because he can't fight Usyk like that. You can't fight AJ like that. You can't fight Bang like that. You can't fight Big Baby like that. You can't fight Parker like that. So
Miller.
So yeah, I say move down a weight or start working on your boxing skills first before you try to move up to fight the top fighters again, because that wasn't a good look. But he's a young fighter, so he still got opportunity to get better, opportunity to learn some things and basically eventually move back up and start fighting tough fighters again if he learns how to box first?
See, that's the thing. Hopefully his ego isn't in the way. I mean, I know they showed him with the post-fight interview, and then they also showed him in the locker room saying how he going home to his daughter and he don't really care about what everybody else thinks about him as a fighter. Because again, the social media world can be very, very interesting. A lot of people were trying to compare this to what people were saying about him having heart and getting knocked down versus somebody Devin Haney and the boxer that he fought. And they were like, well, you all clown Devin Haney when he was getting knocked down, but you all are saying that Jaron Anderson got more heart with his knockdowns. And it was like, well, you comparing apples and grapes. I mean, granted, they both make juice, but I like apple juice a little bit more than grape juice, unless you got a drink. But anyway, this one here, you can see from the beginning of the fight that Martin was just sizing him up. And he was just like, it's kind of like, I mean, I don't know if you all have younger brothers or younger siblings, but it's like when you fighting with your younger sibling, and he doing a lot of ha, 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 and you just looking like, all right, but if you hit me the wrong way, I know I can end this when I want to. And a few of them body shots that Jared was throwing, he was like, oh, okay, you hit my stomach. Oh, okay. And then one that sting, he's like, all right, pow. I'm gonna just hit you again and let you know that I got power. And then Jared would try some more stuff, and he's like, all right, you get closer, I'm gonna knock you out. And then that uppercut, and then he hit him with a nice little combo to like back him up, and he would fall down. After he fell down, I was like, okay, I think this might be over, because I don't see him really listening to his corner and also listening to himself. Because Ricky Taya seen it. When he was boxing, he would give him 2 combos and then stand there like they rock him sock'em robots. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, concrete feet.
Yeah, like what's going on here? You just did the combo to satisfy your corner and then go back to like trying to show that you had heart. No, go win the fight.
Relying too much on his strength. I mean, you gotta think a lot of times when you get that Deontay Wilder effect, you rely so much on that one, one hitter quitter, or you rely on your strength, that sometimes your strength is not gonna take you to the next level. Very rarely you see someone with pure strength gets to that top tier level and stay there. There's always someone that comes in, and once you know how to box, normally the boxers surpass everything else. To be honest, we look at Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Look at the people he fought with heavy hands that was coming up, just knocking everybody out until they fight him, and then he disarming them. In this fight, Jared, I felt like he should have been disarming this opponent. He was too slow. The guy was too tall for you. You can't say you could not see it coming. He's too tall. He's too big, and he's too slow. It's enough that you could have just, stick and move, play around the corners, move around the ring, tie him out for the later rounds, and go for the kill. But that didn't seem, I guess he was just more focused on his power, because his power got him to where he's at now. Him having all that explosive power, them KOs, that got him to where he's at now, and he got comfortable there. But and then I had to think about it now. It just came on me now. Just the thought was how, he has spoken in interviews and said that he not really into the sport like everybody else is. So maybe that came to effect as well.
That's it. That could really be it. Because who was the last guy? Who was that last guy he fought? I think it was like a last minute. It was a last minute
Yeah, it
swap.
was a last minute, but yeah, I can't think of his name. It was a guy, a known heavyweight. He had a chance at a title too. A guy with the dreads. I can't think of his name. Forgive me, but that fight, he got knocked down by him.
Yeah, and that's the one that made me be like, all right, are you gonna learn from this and go
But he
forward?
changed it up. But he changed it. He listened to his corner in that fight. He changed it up towards the
Mhm.
later rounds to win, so to secure the victory. You know what I'm saying? After being knocked down. You get what I'm saying? So this fight again, I don't know what was going on through his head, but he did not change. He did not adapt to the situation. He stayed and fought one way and thought it was going to work. It could have been his ego. It could have been that, you know how the times get. I mean, like you were just saying, the younger brother hit the older brother in the mouth, and he like, hold on, you know you're not supposed to do that, and that's probably how he felt. He got hit in the mouth, and he was like, hold on, you got me messed up. We gonna do this one out. You got me messed up. He could have let his anger get to the best of him. But at the same time, when you're a professional fighter, you need to be adaptable. The best fighters are adaptable. The best fighters learn how to change and not sit into that that round. They change every round based on what's going on. And he didn't do it. And number one rule, or one of the top rules, is you need to listen to your corner.
Hey, listen to him
Especially
and
when
don't
you
fight
losing,
back
because
with
when
him.
you're losing, you dead wrong. When you losing, you dead wrong. You need to listen to your corner.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. Especially losing and after a knockdown. After a knockdown, that's when you definitely need to like lock in and be like, all right, so what y'all seeing that I'm not seeing outside of them 2 fists that just hit me. But again, that's just the moments, man. That's just the moments. Well, I mean, right after that fight, one thing I will say about the last few main events or major events in boxing, they've been having some good undercards. Like they make it now to where you like actually want to watch most of the undercard fights. I mean, normally it would be like the main event and then the fight before that. You like, oh, I want to check this one out. But now they like the fight before the fight, the fight before the fight, the fight before the fight. They just all entertaining and they all have some names there. And with these names, I'm gonna need some help. So we got David Morrell versus Collegiate. There you go, Ricky. I said it right. I seen you looking.
It's good. It's good enough. It's good enough.
There we go. So we got Morrell winning in a unanimous decision. And Ty, this was the one you took straight to the chat and said, and if everyone's like, what chat are y'all talking about? We got Instagram chats. If you want to know about the Instagram chats, click the link click the description below and you'll figure it out about how we got Instagram chats for almost every sport, but we'll tell you how to become a member, so on and so forth. But let's get back to this fight right quick, and I'll tell you more about that after this. Ty, you came straight to the chat and said, should there be a rematch? And I kind of agreed with you. Ty, why did you say that?
Because it was a good fight, and that was Morrell's first fight moving up to 175. So I think with his second fight, it's actually going to be better for him. I think he's going to probably do a little bit better, which is going to be an easier win for him. But it was a good fight. Morrell moved up, like I said, from 175 because he got tired of waiting to fight Canelo because Canelo ain't fighting nobody anyway. So he moved up to 175, and he fought a great fighter who was, I think he 29-2. And his two losses were
he lost
to Biev and who else? So
I can't remember.
He actually fought like he fought a great fighter. Actually beat a great fighter. So continue doing what he's doing. Continue fighting like great fighters. Don't worry about Canelo. Just build your own legacy. That's his 11th fight. So he's 11-0. Keep going. Do what you're doing.
Yeah. For Morrell, I was very pleased. He was very aggressive in that fight. I was very pleased with his performance. Canelo, unfortunately, my favorite fighter, has gotten people moving up because you want to fight a Berlanga. I don't even understand that one. But Morrell, definitely continue to do your thing. Keep going up. What would you think about Morrell and the Benavidez?
Benavidez, Morrell? Nah, don't do it.
No, you say that's too soon? That's too soon for Morrell?
Don't do that one. Nah, yeah, don't do that.
You're going to have to see eventually, though, Ty.
Eventually, yeah.
All right, look, listen.
Get a little bit bigger, build up your strength, and then do that. Don't do it right now.
So I'm going to list 3 fighters. You already know the 3. So I already said Benavidez, Bivol.
He can fight the loser between when Benavidez fight whoever wins between Bivol and Beterbiev. He can fight the loser between that.
So hold on. You told him don't fight Benavidez, but you would give him Bivol or Beterbiev
after they lose, yeah. But the thing is, there's gonna be time between that though. There's gonna be time between that. It's not gonna be like it's not gonna be this year. It's gonna be next year.
Okay, but still, you think he has a chance against Beterbiev and Bivol?
I wouldn't fight Benavidez right now.
But still, you think he still have a better chance. So if Benavidez, hold on, matter of fact, we can Morrell give you your win, I'm give you a W, but I gotta change this up a little bit.
Okay. There you go.
You take Benavidez over Bivol and Beterbiev?
No, I'm not saying you beat them. I'm saying just don't fight Benavidez. Because Benavidez going right now, he's trying to prove a point right now.
That's true, but eventually he has to. He gotta see him, and he would see because Benavidez gotta wait for the
I know there's gonna be some time between that.
Yeah, it's gonna be some time. So a Morrell would do good.
Yeah, that's why I say you got to build up. Then he's gonna fight whoever loses between Bivol or Benavidez whoever fights in that fight, whoever loses, then they fight them. But that'll be like I said, that'll be next year, year after that sometime. So we have time to build some strength. And after he does that fight, then he can fight Benavidez.
I can't see it right now
build up that strength, build up that power, build up first.
Because those three fighters alone, I see him struggling. Massively.
But I can say he's gonna have time at 175 by then. Because like I said, he just beat the dude who only lost to Beterbiev.
He lost to Beterbiev. Yeah, Beterbiev knocked him out though.
Yeah.
You know that's a difference though. That's a difference, Ty. Yeah. So that's why I was like, that's why I had to question you. Because Beterbiev knocked him out. So, and you know how I feel about Beterbiev now. Beterbiev over Bivol. So, I just had to throw that in there,
Well, Ty, you already know how Ricky feel about making people wait to fight.
Yeah.
He's trying to do that with Loma and Tank, and it was just like, why would you want to do that? I'm just saying. But I mean, as far as a rematch, I wouldn't be mad at watching a rematch. This fight was entertaining. I mean, it could go down to it. And Ricky, we're gonna start something new. Once you and Ty start going back and forth, I'm gonna hit the boxing bell so y'all can have y'all sparring session. As soon as you said no, I don't care nothing about the topic. We glad you won, but hey Ty, what you mean about that? When y'all hear that boxing bell, just know him and Ty about to go at it about something. Or it might be me sometimes. I don't know.
You gotta ask Ty specific questions because Ty, he be sometimes he need a nap like I do. Like he just he be talking crazy sometimes. I be trying to have some understanding. That's all. I just want to have an understanding where it's Ty at in that moment when he says these type of things.
Hey, I mean, like I said, you never know. Sometimes we gotta check on you too. Like when you said that about Loma and Tank, we had to be like, "What you mean? Wait 2 years?" Now look at him; he on a mental retreat. But we're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about it later. I'm just saying that's what he told the people. Now we're gonna talk about the next fight where some people would say it was a controversial call. I mean, but I looked at this fight, I was like, I really don't understand why y'all so upset. We got Andy Ruiz versus Israil Miller. And this fight ended it was a heavyweight clash, but this ended in a draw. I mean, a lot of people seen Israil Miller's face when it was like draw, and he was like, what y'all talking about? But then you go back and watch the fight, and it was like, well, you could have let your hands go some more. You might not have been a draw. So Ricky, tell me why it was a draw. Tell me why you think it wasn't.
So it definitely was a draw because one thing about Andy Ruiz in the early rounds, it was, I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty sure you guys knew I did say Israil Miller, but Andy Ruiz is quick. Boy, he got quick hands for a heavyweight. And he was throwing them. He was letting them go. He was sizing them up. He was keeping them off of him, even though I like how Miller would not let Ruiz clinch. And every time he wouldn't let Ruiz clinch, Ruiz get mad and just start throwing more hands. Cause he's like, bro, chill, bro. You gonna let me catch a you ain't gonna let me catch a breath real quick? And he just kept throwing that. So, but for it to be a draw, I'm not gonna lie, I don't wanna. It's a draw. I do want a rematch, but for it to be a draw and Andy Ruiz to break his hand in after the 5th round, like I don't know if you guys seen the pictures or see his hand, see the lump on his hand, and still able to have a draw after having how many years was he off time? It was like more than a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
He's 2-year layoff.
Yeah.
After the 5th round with a and then when he was throwing, you couldn't even tell for real. Nah. And still pull off a draw. Come on, Miller. And you supposed to be in tip-top shape. You supposed to let them hands go. It was a lot of times in the early rounds, I know for a fact, where Ruiz was not expecting it for you to let your hands go. But it looked like you were just too worried about him snapping back because he was definitely fast. I'm not going to lie. He definitely would have countered. But you got to take the risk. You got to take the risk. Going to Andy Ruiz's body, over a period of time, I thought that was going to slow him down, but he still was him. He's still, able to pull this off. I don't know how, but he was able to pull this one off with a broken hand.
Yeah, no, that's the thing is, like you said, it was a draw, but it shouldn't have been a draw because, like you said, Ruiz had 2 years off. Miller should have started off fast and just tired that dude out. He started off too slow, which Ruiz got his feet once Ruiz got his feet, guess what? Then he started fighting. Then it became basically a draw fight. Miller could have won it easy if he'd have won the 2 first rounds. But I answer this question right here. It says, are y'all okay with fights ending in a draw? No. I think they should either move it up to 13 rounds or 15 rounds, so it won't be a draw.
I don't like the draw. The only time I like the draw is if I put it on FanDuel. Other than that, I don't like it.
That's a good answer. I ain't gonna lie, I like both answers. I'm gonna have to go with both my co-hosts here on this one, man. Yeah, nah, either move it up around or I'm betting on it. That's the only thing.
Yeah, we
But
don't
then
need
again,
no
sometimes I don't even
OT.
like that too, though, because sometimes they be, you know, the way they word things on FanDuel and how they do it in boxing. You think you won, and then you go back and look and see you lost. No, Ricky, you understand where I'm coming from with that one. Some unanimous, man. I don't even want to say that word, but I got to. But I mean, at the end of the day, I watched this fight too, and I'm with you, Ricky. He definitely, every time he did try to clinch and catch his breath, I think that's when some of the pain from his hand was probably kicking in, and he was like, "Man, come on, bro, let me regroup." He's like, "Nah, get up off me." And then he had the nerve to be mad at the end. Ty, you was right. I mean, you have to win these rounds for a reason, and there's also this thing called championship rounds, and you have to make sure you show up in those rounds to actually get the dub. Now you can cry about it at the end of the day, but your performance gotta be better. So we'll
Indeed,
see.
especially when you're supposed to be in tip-top shape,
Yep.
opposed supposedly.
Yeah.
And dang, you know what? As of now, I got mad again. Because now I go back, we might not see Big Baby fight Miller.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
Come on, man.
That ain't gonna happen.
Come on,
Miller said
man.
he'll still do it though. Miller
He
said he'll
might.
still do it.
Oh yeah,
He
Miller.
But
You know he
I
gonna
want to see
continue.
I want to see the Ruiz Miller 2 first before that fight. To be honest.
Yeah, I would take that. I definitely would like to see that.
Yeah.
So Andy would win easily if they rematched. I mean, that's how Andy was treating it. He was like, "Man, I still did this with my
Yeah, I
hand."
mean, I am leaning more towards Andy, but we gotta see though, cause
Andy
he
gonna
did
win.
break his hand. He did break his hand, and if you
He
know
gonna
how
win.
hands are,
He had 2 years off and still draw. And
2
had a
years
mental hand.
old, broken hand, and he know how he got a little bit of how you
Yeah.
fight now. I
And he
don't
knows
know,
start off
Ricky.
slow.
yeah, he might treat him like AJ. He might treat him like AJ.
Or like Ajax when you try and clean your turd out. But well, speaking of being in tip top shape, I'm gonna have to be in tip top shape to say these next 2 names. I mean, I could say one because he got a nickname. We're gonna talk about Pitbull versus Jose Valenzuela.
Valenzuela.
I messed that up on purpose. I'm gonna just do this on purpose so y'all can understand that this is an ongoing thing with the show. And when the boxers come on the show and they be like, "Man, why you always messing up my name?" I'm like, it ain't special. I mess up everybody's name. You can mess my name up. You can call me Tomo. I mean, it's cool with me, you know, as long as you paying me. Well, Jose pulled off a major upset by defeating Pitbull. Some people don't know, man. Some people don't know. It was a split decision to claim the WBA junior welterweight title. And some people will also say, like, I guess you could kiss that rematch with Tank goodbye. But guys, how y'all feeling about this one, man? Did Jose shock y'all? Or did Pitbull let you down?
Pitbull let me down. Pitbull let me down. But it wasn't an unseen letdown though. You know what I'm saying? It was one. This fight was similar to, I forgot. It was another guy he fought. Scratch it. It's this fight showed that you know his style is good, but it's only good against certain people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this fight after you start, I want to say Jose gave him a boxing
Oh,
lesson
you
after
could
a
say
while.
Jose, but when I try to say Jose, you want me to end. All right, I see what's going on here. Go ahead.
Jose gave him a boxing lesson after a while. He started catching on to the power. The power did not do nothing. And some people that's immune to it, and then sometimes you're not the strongest in the ring all the time. So his style has to change when he's not and when Pitbull is not the strongest person in the ring. He needs to start changing his style. But Jose definitely gave him a boxing lesson. I can't even be mad. I'm just disappointed because I wanted Pitbull to win, and so did my fan dude said that too. But Pitbull, from this point, I would like to see a rematch. I would like to see a rematch. I think Pitbull just allowed himself to get too aggressive when he needed to just, be more patient for certain counters, be more patient for certain opportunities in the ring. He was just very aggressive, and it cost him.
I don't want to see a rematch because I don't see any way for Cruz winning that fight. Because what you call it? Because Mr. I'll call him Mr. V because I've been calling him that for a minute because can't pronounce that last. I'm not going to try. Mr. V, he outboxed the mess out of him, used his length, outboxed him, made sure he stayed away, made sure he went right angles, and Cruz just kept doing what he does: attack, but it didn't work. And Cruz never had a different second game plan. So I don't see him having any other game plan because I've never seen him have any other game plan in any other fight. So I don't see.
Do you think? I started thinking this too. Do you think? Because this is a massive size difference. This is a massive size difference with a person who knows how to box. So that makes this fight impossible to win.
For him, yes. Unless he comes up with a different game plan. But I can't see him come up with a different game plan because that's the way he boxes. That's the way he fights. And I don't see him changing that.
But I'm saying if he's patient and throw bait,
he's
there's
not
a lot of opportunities. But
he's
never
patient.
When have you
seen Cruz patient?
Never. That's the problem. That's why I said that's crazy. What got him this far, which is his aggression and his defensive skills, also was the downfall to this last fight.
Yep, that's why you can't fight him again. You can't beat him.
But another thing though, I would say we need it again though, Ty. A split decision.
We don't. Because to me, that was a split decision. That should have been unanimous on that one.
That was a split decision, Ty.
It's unanimous.
You know why it's a split decision though? Because Cruz don't throw every time Cruz throw is never a jab. So all his punches are power punches. So they score bigger.
He didn't really touch him. He didn't really hurt him.
Nah, he didn't. He didn't even move. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was one time I was like, this dude getting beside himself. He sat down with him. I'm like, not too many people sit down with Cruz now and go blow to blow.
Yeah. And for him to be that tall. With him. Yeah.
He's like, look, what you think you doing? Huh? Them little fists. What you doing here? Pitbull? But pew, pew. Yeah. He told him put that little pistol away, man. But I'm a bit, everybody I'm pretty sure everybody on the channel is a Cruz fan, and this definitely was unexpected. I didn't expect for Jose to come in like this.
I'm a supporter of Cruz. Like I'll watch one of his fights, but I'm sorry. Once you get defeated by Tank, I don't know what you want me to do.
Oh my goodness!
What you want me to do? It's my favorite fight.
I thought you like Frank.
Frank?
Yeah.
Let's be frank. I don't like Frank. Frank is cool. But
I thought you like Frank. You and Frank look alike.
Jeez. Now you need to stop. Because the first thing I was gonna say was, I'm glad you beat me to the joke because I definitely was gonna say something about you and FanDuel and all them donations. Giving FanDuel with them bad bets, man.
Now FanDuel, shout out to FanDuel. If you want to please, lend us a sponsorship, come to the red corner. Because we believe in FanDuel.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't either. But if they want to sponsor, I ain't mad at it. Then I'll be right here talking about something. So what you want to do is you want to put in your picks with FanDuel because they said I look like Frank. Frank gonna take down Keyshawn in 5.
Hold on. No, that's not funny. Did you say Keyshawn in 5?
Yeah, that ain't happening.
That's not funny. That's not funny no more. Definitely clip that one.
Oh, now it's not funny. Now it's not funny. But when you say I look like Frank,
he messed up.
I'm sending it to him.
Messed up already.
I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna send the Bomax.
Yeah, we gonna clip it. We definitely gonna send. You messed up. That wasn't even funny no more. That's crazy. And 5.
I ain't scared. I ain't scared. It ain't happening, but I ain't scared.
Somebody, hold on. What the comments say? Look what the comments say.
Like.
It's been that long enough.
There we go. My be about as long as he lasted in a fight with Tank. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, look, man, y'all done got me in trouble with the Bomac camp. And we gotta talk about Terence Crawford, how he's one of the greatest fighters that ever touched the ring. See what I did there? Man, I done supported Earl. Then I say that about Frank.
The villains.
Man, the only but there's one villain I'm supporting and I'm standing 10 toes behind, and he's been proving me right ever since. That's Calvin Ford. But we got to talk about Terence versus Israil Madrimov.
Madrimov.
Yes, Madrimov, because I kept hearing Sean say his name over and over as he kept comparing him or kept talking about his past fight with Terence Crawford. Like, Sean, we know you fought him. We understand it. We understand. Like, for the casual fighters who don't know nothing about boxing, that's cool. But every time you bring up Terence Crawford and Sean is around, he gonna be like, but when I fought him, it's like, bro, we understand. We get it.
But he giving you first class, in the ring responses.
Oh, almost cursed.
And on top of that, he had to study the man for Christ's sakes, and he still got to study him now as the part of his job. I think this thing on thumb thing keep popping up.
That was Sean saying thank you. I see what you got going on there. They got in the red corner tapped, y'all. Anyway, make sure y'all continue to stay tapped in. But we see Crawford won by unanimous decision. And outside of Shakur holding his phone up like LeBron at that WWE match, this fight was almost as entertaining as one of Shaquille's fights. I'm lying. Crawford actually threw his hands when it was time to throw his hands. Some of the fans started booing a little bit when they were like, man, what are they doing here? But I think he was going up against an unorthodox style type of fighter where you just kept, you gonna hit.
What's the word, Thomas?
Unorthodox.
No.
Faint.
What?
Faint.
Oh, I said he was going up against an unorthodox type of fighter.
I know, but you what you was doing? You was fainting.
He needed to faint with all that at 2 a.m. in the morning. We're gonna talk about that too. But next question is, will Crawford's skill set continue to translate at 154?
Yeah. I think it's too soon. No. Let me back that. Let me back off. Yes. And the main reason why I say it would translate, because his game style is all about downloading what's going on in the early rounds and then putting the game plan in the later rounds. Like, he's an adaptable fighter. If you turn up on him early, he's gonna make you pay for it. If you wait till the later rounds, he's gonna make you pay for it because he adapts to every situation that happens. He again, it's like watching Floyd. You watch a fight, you can't put him in. You can't put. I had this conversation even about Tank. You can't put a style of fighting on these type of fighters because they're too adaptable. You can't say, oh, Terrence is this style of fighting or that style of fighting, because it's not. He has it all. He has it all in his he has it all in his briefcase. He can do it at any time. And on top of that, he switch hands. He can come in and fight. You don't know what you're getting from him. So I think it would translate. I think his power will also translate because he grew into it. He grew into the weight class. I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be good at 154. What? Except but one person that I'm only worried about because I haven't really seen him fight too many tall opponents, but it would be Fundora. But other than that, I think he's good.
You gonna turn Fundora into a merry-go-round at Fun World. Ty?
I think, yeah, he can do good in 154 because look at what he did against that guy after having basically a whole year off, and then moving up weights. He did against him. That, like you said, it was unorthodox fighter. Hard, like people expected him to be slugging and going all crazy with that guy. If he did that, he'd have lost. Then they would say, he's sorry, blah blah blah, because he lost. But to go back to that fight, because I've been seeing a lot of people saying that Bud lost that fight. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how.
Oh, some of the judges was saying that during the fight. They were saying they was losing some of the rounds.
How?
But look,
I want to know. How long? When people see this, if whoever thinks that Bud lost, I want to know how. Just how. I saw you on 2 eyes. How the dude he didn't throw no combos. He kept throwing one punch at a time. He landed a higher percentage, but he barely threw punches. If I throw 2 punches and land 2 punches, don't mean I won. If you throw 10 punches but only land 4, you won. I'm saying so. I don't know how people saying that he lost. Like, to me, they expected. I don't know what their expectations for that fight. I don't think they think that Crawford will go in and knock the dude out on his first fight after a whole year off, moving up weights against that guy. The dude's never been knocked down, and the dude had like 300 some fights in amateurs.
Yep.
Well, I don't know what they expecting in that fight.
And see, I think they was expecting that because, again, his last fight with Earl. So people just thinking that he's, that's what it is. But this fight it looks like Crawford's everyday fight.
Yeah.
He comes in, he study you, and he takes over. Once he gets you downloaded, he takes it over. Um, Another thing I want to say, the guy, like Ty said, the guy only threw one punch at a time. But another thing, none of them punches was a jab. He had no combination. He couldn't get off the jab because it looks. This is what I'm saying. People don't understand what they're saying. Crawford took away the jab from him since the
When he went
beginning.
Southpaw. Yep.
He had so there was no jab to even he couldn't even throw a jab if he wanted to. The only thing
Yep.
he can do that I do think that was successful was the feints. The feints would allow him to get the right off because one thing I did get mad at Crawford was that he was taking too many rights to the face. That made me a little bit frustrated because I'm like, bro, I know you see it, bro. Why you allowing yourself to get hit? Are you tired? What's going on? Because he was getting hit with the right a couple of times. But Crawford came in, man, and took some of his advantages away. And
Yeah.
made the guy second. You can tell also Crawford, he was worried about Crawford as well. At some point, Crawford got some respect in that ring somewhere because he was too worried about trying to let his hands go. He
Mm-hmm.
couldn't let his hands
Yep.
go.
Yep.
So that's where you can see the difference. Like when your fighter is too worried about letting his hands go because the other person has hurt him somewhere or hurt him some point in the match, and he don't want to be you don't want to be left on the canvas. So you gotta when you start seeing boxing, you gotta start pointing out those type of you gotta look you have an eye for those type of things.
Or as
Those
Ricky
things those
would
things
say,
matter.
it was a briefcase compared to a book bag. You know what I'm saying? Because Terrence from the law office of Terence Crawford, he come in with a lot of tools in his briefcase versus Israel, who showed up with a lunchable in his book bag. That's what you're saying?
No, he had a lunch bag,
Oh
a
yeah,
brown paper
oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah, he had a brown paper bag.
And then it got wet at the bottom, and everything just fell out.
Yeah, because he got his food from the courier. He got it from Andy's, and that's when all the grease and stuff fell out at the bottom, and
But
that's why
see,
he couldn't get. That's why he couldn't get all his punches off. He wasn't ready for him.
that's what it
Crawford
was.
came for business. That's why we had to put his tools in the briefcase because he came to do business.
But next
Hmm
time you put some tools in the briefcase, you let me know if you need a tool belt or a briefcase. So we're gonna ask, who should Bud fight next? I seen somebody down here. Oh, that was Joe, who said a lot of people believe that Crawford can't hang with Canelo after that fight. I mean, Joe, I know you've been here for a while in this episode, and we heard that a lot of people are tired of waiting for Canelo. So I think Canelo can't even hang with himself. But guys, who should be
If
Bud's next fight?
if it's, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it on here. If Bud next opponent is Canelo, I'm disappointed. I'm
Ooh.
disappointed. I'm disappointed because one, Canelo wants to fight Mangia and Berlanga. I still don't understand that. But I can understand Bud come up the way to fight my draft. But why are you still holding on to them belts at 147? What is going on? What is going on? What are y'all doing? Y'all want to hold people back? Y'all want to tease people? You want to dangle what you have and don't give nobody the opportunity? What is going on? I really don't understand
He called
what
him
is going
stripping.
on. This is my little rant about it because we can't, everybody can't be talking about Boots and, Boots trying to build his legacy, but the guy that he wanted to fight moved on, but he still got the belts. I'm going to vacate him. Benavidez has been trying to fulfill his legacy, but the guy won't never fight him with the belts, and he done destroyed everybody that was going to be next up in line to the point that the guy with the belts got to fight C-class fighters, unknown people, a Berlanga. I don't understand what's going on. I really
And
Okay.
that
don't
Hold
understand.
on, I gotta say something first. Okay.
yeah, that's a
Crawford gave
callback.
Boots his chance to fight him. He didn't take that chance, and now it's too late. Now he
Uh-oh.
trying to ride his coattail and come and get that money because that Crawford bring that money. So
Okay, all right, cool. But did the belts vacate? Is the belts vacated?
I say if you won the belts, make him take it away from you.
You gotta fight.
Make him take it away from you.
You get basically what you're saying, get in the ring, right? That's what you're
No,
saying,
make him
right?
take it away from you. Either WBC got to take it away from you, or fight got to take it away from you. But you got to bring the money first. Crawford's on his end of his career. He's not gonna fight you for no daggone non-pay-per-view fight that your boy only gets.
Let me put it like this. Even for the casual fan fighters, where will you see Terence Crawford and Boots not selling? Exactly. They're going to sell. Exactly. They're going to sell in Vegas. You know for a fact. It's the most talked about thing in the street.
I don't think the most
For a fact.
I think the most talked thing about streets on Canelo and him, but
Nah. Everybody,
let me ask you a
everybody know they
question,
want to see Canelo and Benavidez before they want to see
not
Canelo.
happening ever in life.
So let me ask you a question. Which fight do you think fans want to see more? Tank and Shakur or Boots and Crawford?
They got to be Tank and Nah, I say Tank and Shakur.
Nah, because you got some fans that don't like the way Shakur fight.
That's why they want him whooped.
Nah, they don't want to see him fight.
But listen, if he get whooped, what you think this might do to his career? He done built himself as a villain.
He might lose, but he's not gonna get whipped though.
You don't think he's gonna get whooped?
No, he's not gonna get whipped.
Wait. You don't think Shakur gonna get whooped?
He might lose, but he's not gonna get whipped.
Oh, see,
my doppelganger said the same thing.
I told you. See, this is what he be saying. Everybody that's watching, I told you, Ty be saying this outlandish thing.
When I say whipped, I'm thinking about the way Smith lost. That's whipped.
Like, hold on. Say that one more time, because
he might lose. We're not getting whipped.
So you think he's gonna get whooped like Frank Martin?
Nah.
So you don't think he's gonna get knocked out?
It's a possibility, but I don't see it.
So what you think? So you think he's just gonna take the TKO? He gonna take a knee? Because it sound like you telling me that Shakur's gonna last all 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Hey Ty.
I think the silence said enough. That was it. Ty got both of us on that one, Ricky. I don't know.
Ty,
if you look at the Frank fight.
All right, let's go.
Wasn't Tank down in numbers? Wasn't down in points?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He
always
don't you think that Shakur's a better boxer than Frank?
Yes, he is.
So don't you think that that punch that Landon knocked out Frank, don't you think that Shakur will make sure that don't happen?
Yeah, he probably will try to.
So
I mean, because his best defense is him backing up anyway. So
let him talk. Let him talk, Tomo. Let him talk.
So if Shakur is a better boxer than Frank, and he's going to make sure that Tank doesn't knock him out like he did Frank, don't you think that's going to go 12 rounds?
Okay, listen to this. Okay,
Ty got him losing by decision.
So Ty,
he loses, yeah.
You see, I'm gonna tell you for a fact. You know what's crazy, and I can see this happening. Shakur is gonna use the same game plan that Frank had, but just put his boxing skills to it. What do you think? He gonna sit in the pocket?
No,
he's not about to sit in the pocket.
He gonna go blow for blow?
No.
Oh, so he's gonna use the same game plan as Frank.
Frank's game plan was to fall on the floor.
I knew Ty was setting you up for that. I knew.
Like I said, he should have went Ghost when he signed the contract.
So listen. I'm gonna give it to you. But Shakur, Frank game plan is no different what Shakur do on the regular. Okay, Frank game plan against Tank is no different what Shakur do on the regular.
But like I said, Shakur's a better boxer, though.
Yes, he is a better boxer, but I believe Tank is a better boxer than Shakur. Again, we go back to that adaptable style. We go back to that adaptable style that can adapt to any situation. Tank is that, and I think Tank is going to be more patient than Shakur, which is going to make Shakur have to be on offense. And that's one thing Shakur don't want to be on. He don't want to be the offensive man. He just want to be the counter and defender.
And listen, and going off of what you're saying, Ricky, it sounds like you're saying Crawford and Tank have similar styles. Would you say Crawford is a better boxer than Tank?
Definitely.
Yes, Crawford is a better boxer than Tank, and then the reason I would say that because not just his athleticism, but the power in both hands, the movement in both hands. He treat both hands as equal. One hand can be a jab hand, the other hand, the opposite hand could be a jab hand. He can throw power from both hands, so he kind of advances them on those skill levels. I haven't seen Tank fight like that. We know Tank is a southpaw. But we dealing with Crawford, he can do both. And on top of that, Crawford IQ, I think his IQ is higher. But that comes from the years of experience. But Tank is not too far from him. He's not too far from him at all.
And don't Shakur spar with Crawford sometimes? Because you like to talk about that a lot.
Yeah, but let's keep it 100. Do you think Crawford will give him 100%?
I mean, look. I'm not.
Yay or nay?
Yeah,
I'm going to say
competitive. So yeah.
I don't think he would give Shakur
I think
100%.
Yeah, he's
I think in the
competitive.
beginning he probably working on some stuff that he needs to work on to see where he going. I mean, just to like, you know, get his range. And I think Shakur may tag him, and then that's when he wake up and be like, all right, let me put the pause on him right quick.
Yeah, I mean, but it's one of them things. It's one of them things. Big brother, little brother, like we saying earlier. But why would I give my little brother 100%?
Why not?
You
Because if you
need
don't,
no,
that's why you can get 100% in the ring. Somebody else.
He just did it to Andre Ward. You heard what Andre Ward said? He said we were supposed to have been playing around, and he got serious.
That's Andre Ward, though. That's Andre Ward, though.
But
Andre
what I'm
Ward.
telling you is about the sparring session that him and Crawford had. He was just like, bro, we were supposed to be playing around. I had to get serious.
Well, shoot, he probably ran from Crawford too. We don't know.
I see
Crawford
now.
loyal. One thing about it though, Crawford not gonna tell you if he made him hit the canvas. He ain't gonna tell you about him the time Shakur probably took a knee.
That's
He's
only
too
Floyd.
loyal. He's too
Floyd gonna
loyal.
do that. Floyd gonna
He's
release some
too.
tapes for
Yeah.
somebody else.
Crawford. That's not Crawford. He's too loyal. So I take what Crawford say with a grain of salt about Shakur because if Crawford was to say, oh, he did this, he did that, this, and the third, but then you go see his fights, would you guys agree with Crawford?
No, because I had something to say about when he did the interview talking about people don't know boxing when we were saying that Shakur should have let his hands go. But Crawford came out right after the fight, said you need to let your hands go. Then he go do a press conference right before this fight's on some. I don't know what you all are looking at in boxing, saying he's a boring fighter. We just said the same thing you said 2 weeks ago. Like, what you talking about? Like, I know that's your man's, but
he look like I said. That's what like I was saying.
let me stop because y'all already got me in trouble with the Bomac camp. So I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna let y'all have it. The last thing I need is for all of them to come on and be like, but you said this 3 episodes ago.
Keyshawn will be the first one to come at you. You talking about 5 rounds. What is wrong with you?
You said I look like the guy.
That
I'm not about to sit up here.
Keyshawn.
But no, hold on. But what I'm saying is if I'm supposed to look like somebody, so in that moment, I'm acting as the person. So I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm knocking him out in 5. You heard what Frank said about Tank. You see, it didn't go that way. I don't have to fight these people. He does. So I can say what I want. Now, with that being said, I think Bud next fight needs to be. I'm joking. I think it should be. I think he should fight Charlo.
No.
Why?
No.
Why not?
No.
After Charlo,
y'all thought I was gonna say Earl.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And Charlo is not Charlo no more. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I respect the Charlo brothers athletically, but no, it's not worth it no more. It's not worth it.
But you thought I was gonna say Earl. I don't want to see Earl get back in the ring with him.
I don't want to see Earl. Rumor is, the Fandor thing. I don't want to see Earl fighting Fandor.
That's after the layup. Nah,
that's too soon. And Fandor is turned up. I don't want to see that. Not every time Fandor get in the ring, you either come out with a massive eyeball, pop out your head, or you bloody as
See, that's the last thing we need with Earl. We know about the accidents and stuff.
I just thought about that. Yeah.
So we don't need that. So he need like a nice tune-up fight to get his feet wet to see if he still want to actually box.
Yeah.
And then we go forward. Like he should fight Frank. But that's his fighter, so he can't do that.
And it's not at 154.
I mean, Frank could go up. He need to go up.
No, he can't.
No, he don't. He needs to stay where he at.
Yeah, he actually needs to stay out the ring. But again,
a good gatekeeper and fight Shakur.
Well, I'm glad you said gatekeeper because this is the last question I got to ask about this topic right here because we kind of did go on a nice tangent, which was very entertaining because Tao hit some of some Shakur gonna win by decision. But why hasn't Bud vacated the belts? Ricky been talking about it all episode, so now here's the time. Why hasn't he
has not vacated the belts because he's teasing the fight against Boots? That's my opinion. I could be absolutely dead wrong, but why would I hold on to these belts if I already done finished my legacy here? What do I need to hold on these belts and pay these dues for? Can anybody else answer those questions? Anybody else want to say anything?
I say he won them. Make him take it away.
But you the same one talking about something. He missed his chance. But now you talking about something. Make him take it away.
No, I'm talking about
your name. I'm at the top of the mountain at 147. I'm on top of the mountain 147, and I'm hollering your name. And you still won't come up and see about me?
No.
He seen him when he was walking into the fight. They had a nice little
They had a nice
moment.
little, but it got so bad. Boost was like, man, you don't got the belts on one, man. I don't even need to look at you, man. That's what that was. That's what that was. It's like, man.
So do you think? I know we asked this question earlier, but do you think Crawford would ever go back to 147, and that's why he holding on to the belts?
He
just
can.
just going up here to like accomplish some goals, and then he go back.
So I think Crawford is a businessman, and when that money moves, he can move, so he can make it happen.
Yeah,
I don't want to
I
push
agree
about
with
him.
that.
He can. One thing about Crawford, he gets that dough. I'm not going well on that. He puts himself in position right now. He's in a good, even position where he can move anywhere he want, as long as that money right.
But Canelo don't do that. All right, so that's your
Facts.
fighter. I gotta get you back. You said I look like Frank Martin. I'm gonna hold on to that one. I'm gonna hold on to that one. I'm gonna hold on to that one. But we done recapped all of the fights. We done had our random sparring sessions here and there, but we gotta have this discussion. I know a lot of people talk about it. We alluded to it a little bit in the conversations throughout the recaps, but it's a real thing in boxing. I mean, Ty, I seen one of your debates where you talk about one of the greatest fighters ever just doing this, and he was like, duck, 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 choose. Duck, 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 choose. So we got to ask, is Loma ducking Tank and now Shakur?
You want to get this one first, Ty?
You can get it first.
So in my opinion, he's not ducking nobody. Loma said at the end of his last fight against Cambosis. Matter of fact, even before, if you look at the pre-fight, the little interviews they be having, biography they be having, Loma was not motivated to fight at all. He fought off the strength of his father. His father wanted him to get back in the ring and try to motivate him to continue to go for the belts. Loma is comfortable where he's at. He's really not really. He's trying to chill. You can tell after a while. He don't have the hunger. I don't think he's ducking nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if Shakur throwing this stuff out there because I'm pretty sure if Loma did want to fight, you probably would throw out there with Tank first. Because him and Shakur not bringing the dough.
Boy, is that?
Is he ducking? Nah, I don't think he's ducking anybody. Because I've never seen Loma duck anybody. Loma will fight anybody. So, like you said, Loma taking a year off. He said he's taking a year off. He planned on fighting Tank, but then he said he's taking a year off. So he already said he was going to fight him, but then he took a year off. But him against Shakur, I don't see that happening. I don't see that. The reason I don't see it happening because I don't think it's going to bring a lot of money.
Oh, and then he left Top Rank the way he did. So Top Rank, why would you go to Top Rank to get a fight with Loma now? Yeah. And then another thing too, Loma said at the end of this fight, "Oh, now you guys want to fight me now?" Then he said that you was with the same company with Loma. You know Loma? Do you look at Loma's professional record? Has Loma even got 20 fights? Loma don't got 20 fights.
Hold on, Reed. Why you the same promoter that's saying he need to fight Tank 2 fights from now?
Who?
You.
So look, listen to me. My argument was a build-up. Okay? It was a build-up. It was like, okay, Tank, go fight Shakur. Okay? Then Loma can get Dennis or one of the two, and then Loma and Tank. So you got Loma, last of Loma reign, and then you got Tank up, about to take over 135, or the king of 135 right now in general. Go against each other. That's gonna be massive sales. That's why I was looking. I'm coming from a business point of view. Okay, that's why I was looking at that.
Makes no sense. He'd be old by then.
That's what I'm saying. Because you just said when Loma was saying, like, hold on.
He'd be old.
Hold on, Ricky, hold on. I got you. But you just said your words. Loma's like, oh, now everybody want to fight me. But my promoter, Ricky, is saying that I need to wait 2 more fights before I can get the mega fight.
Okay. All right. I did say that. All right. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. Okay. Right now, I probably am wrong. But you gotta look. And He got to get it while it's hot now. I thought about it after a while. You guys are right. He got to get it while it's hot now. If he gonna go for the belts, you might as well go fight the biggest. You might as well fight the biggest boss right now, and that's Tank. Because you got a good chance against Dennis. You already know he probably smoked Dennis.
Yeah.
And he got a great chance against Shakur. You know what I'm saying? That fight, well, I ain't gonna say great chance. That fight might be a little close. That fight really might be close because Loma
I
is a
think
late
that's the
starter.
decision fight. I think that's the decision fight.
But no, that fight gonna go to a decision regardless. There's not gonna be no KO, and it's gonna be a very close fight. But I would prefer him to take his L from Tank than take his L from Shakur.
Yeah, because if you look at it, honestly, I don't think he ducking nobody. Because even with the social media interaction that they had, he was like, "Why you scared to fight me?" He was like, "We can fight right now. We can go right now." And technically, I would have loved to see them just walk down to the ring right now and just get a little sparring session on, because it probably would have been funny. But I think Loma and Shakur, if that fight was to happen, I think it goes to a decision. But that's the Shakur. I think that fight it's gonna go two ways. It's either gonna show us something in Shakur that we've never seen before, or it's gonna prove to us that we've been right this whole time.
Yeah, and that fight might take Shakur to another level though.
That's what I'm
He's definitely
saying.
going to challenge him because it definitely helped Devin. I want to say that it definitely changed Devin. That fight against Loma,
and then the fight
changed
after
Devin.
that, Devin fought. It changed him because the fight after that he looked good, but then it didn't help him for two fights. That's all I'm saying. It helped him for one. But let's continue. Let's continue with your thought. You are right.
Y'all can't be doing Devin like that, man. But we not gonna. You know what? We not gonna get into it. I don't want to get into it. The proof's
in the pudding.
I don't want to get into it because
Yeah, but we won't.
You talk about that discussion. We gotta bring back the drugs. You can't exclude the drugs. You can't exclude.
Everybody did cocaine before fights before. You gonna say they can't do it?
From keeping your hands up.
That's what I'm saying.
Ty, you with this too, Ty? Come on, Ty. We gotta keep the sport of boxing clean.
That don't stop. But okay, but that don't stop you from defense.
You know what?
Like he was not.
Defense wasn't there. That's why I want to say I got point of time. I was 6 minutes. We can say this conversation later. I was 6 minutes because every time, you always keep alluding to the dang on Devin fight, and we get in these situations. We talk about Devin by 3 different episodes. We gotta move on. Because
Devin's one of the top fighters. We have to talk about him. Devin fought Loma. Loma's trying to move on. Devin was supposed to fight Shakur. Shakur wanted to fight. So at the end of the day, he's part of the multiverse. So his name got to get brought up. Honestly, I think Devin went up. If I'm Shakur, I'm making a call. Come back down. Let's make the fight happen.
Nah,
he ain't got nobody else to fight.
He's not moving down.
Devin not coming down.
He
comfortable where he at. Shakur go up. I don't see why Shakur haven't fought him yet. I don't see why Shakur hasn't fought anybody yet. He got a large record. Why you ain't fight none of these people yet? Why you ain't get Tank yet? Why you ain't get Devin when the going was good? And I don't want to hear the money thing because everybody got sacrifice. You coming in and you want these big names, you definitely getting the low end of the pot.
Hey David, it's Ginger Duck.
Affleck.
Why you gotta do my man Canelo like that? But I understand. You know what? I'm not even gonna argue that one. I will give it to you. I'm gonna give him that one. That's a good name. I'm not gonna say it though. I'm not gonna say it, but that's a good name.
All I'm saying is, I think we all can agree on one thing though. Like if Shakur was to fight Loma at this point, it's either Shakur is going to go to that next level or his grandpa was right. You don't throw your hands when you need to throw your hands, man. Throw your hands.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Now, we got one more thing we want to talk about before we move on to the up and coming fights. I mean, I know you all probably seen it, but if you haven't seen it, I should have had the clip ready. I'm gonna be more prepared next time. But we got to talk about that knockout. So it was Ashton H2O versus Lucas Body. And Body called a Body. So we're gonna talk about it right quick, man. Was that the knockout of the year so far?
Mama, that he knocked them out. It was one of them knockouts. You like, it's one of them knockouts that you can't do nothing but feel bad. Yeah. You jump out your seat, you in shock. You like, oh my God. I didn't expect that one, but goodness gracious.
Ricky said, "Mama."
When he hit the canvas and he was snoring, and then they allow us to hit a snoring. I was like, y'all wrong for that one. Y'all gonna advertise the knockout like this? Y'all did wrong for that one. Is the knockout of the year? Right now, yes. Right now, yes. Because I was gonna say Frank and Frank Martin and Tank, but that one right now is knockout of the year. Yeah.
All right, let's not keep talking about Frank getting knocked out. If you say I look like him, let's keep that omen off this episode. Ty,
yeah, that's right now definitely knockout of the year.
What?
He should have grabbed him or something. After like when he got hit the first time and he felt like he should have grabbed him. And then he got hit 3 times. It was after that. But yeah, and then he was snoring. Like he said, you actually hear him snore, which that's messed up. They showed him laying on the ground forever. He probably still laying on the ground right now.
Yo.
So it was terrible. I feel sorry for him because one, the dude took that fight in short notice because he's supposed to fight Kid Austin, but Kid Austin hurt his ribs, so he didn't fight him. They ended up fighting that dude and then get knocked out like that. Man, that was bad.
Dang, supposed to fight Kid Austin.
So Body gonna fight Kid Austin?
Yeah, they fight next.
Yeah. That's gonna be another canvas look
for Body.
Yeah, no, for Austin. He gonna
Body. Yeah, for Body. Yeah.
Austin gonna go night.
Nah.
No.
I put money on that.
You put money on that.
You don't even need FanDuel. He said we can put it on the show.
Hey, you know what? I might have to take you up on that one. You might. What's your wire transfers? Use Cash App, Apple Pay.
I don't care.
Zelle.
Hey, Western Union. I don't care.
Let me throw this out there. Hold on, fella. Let me throw this out there because we got a bet on the main show on Refuse to Lose, and we do this thing because Kev, he got a business. Him and his old lady, they got a business called TK Sweets and Treats, and we be betting cookies. So if y'all don't want to bet dollars, I mean y'all can, but again,
you bet cookies. You guys pay for the shipping. It's like $30 for shipping.
I mean that's on y'all. I'm just throwing it out there.
Look, Ty, chocolate chip. You don't gotta give me your order. You this already be good. This is chocolate chip.
Hey, they even in the comments like Venmo. Money grab. He said money.
He said Venmo. Money
and
grab.
Joe some Western Union. They just coming up with different ways. Hey, that knockout was crazy. Production wise, I gotta say it's knockout of the year because of the production. But the Andy Cruz fight, that knockout was insane. Like he was wobbling. He went over, he ran to his corner. The ref said no more, and then he looked at the ref like, and he's still drunk. Thompson, what you want? What are you doing?
Shoot, I mean, sad to say, Big Baby too. He might put Big Baby in that character because he was looking up. It's like, man, the announcer sized it. He said his eyes look like he's no longer here with us. I was like, what?
I gotta find that one too. Let me write it down. When he got hit, I thought about Snoop Dogg when they was the celebrity boxing match when he was like, geez. Oh Lord. Yeah. Sometimes when people get hit, I just think about Snoop Dogg and he be like, oh Lord have mercy. And then he starts singing. Oh man. Boxing is a brutal sport, but if you can make light of some of these things, you know these guys, they're gonna get back up. Look, yeah, now
hey, I take it all. Right now, like I'm taking chocolate chip cookies.
I just want the strawberry crumble joint.
We are professional. We're professional on the show.
That was Nate Rob. You right. Thank you, Joe. That was definitely Nate Rob. I'm going to look that up as soon as we get off air. But we got to talk about some of these up and coming fights, man. Ricky said he take chocolate chip cookies. Ricky, this your segment of the show, man. You got the fights ready, man.
No,
y'all killed me about the names.
You got
to I knew it.
I knew it. All
right. Up and coming fights for September. In Tokyo, y'all already know who about to fight. ESPN Plus. So that means y'all got some early morning traffic to watch one of these fights. Inoue versus TJ. 12 rounds for Inoue's undisputed junior featherweight championship. Who we taking?
Inoue. Come on, man.
Is that a real question?
Hey, I just gotta ask.
You just need to say. You just need when he come up, when his name come up, just say Inoue. We'll understand. All
right, till he fights somebody else. I got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so September 14th, Las Vegas. We got Prime. We got another title fight here. We got Canelo Alvarez versus
quack.
Edgar, go ahead and say his last name, Ricky.
Berlanga.
12 rounds for Alvarez's undisputed super middleweight championship belt. So yeah, I like in this fight.
Of course, I'm going with Canelo.
You know what I'm going with?
Berlanga not no
I'm
slouch.
mad because he's ducking somebody. I'm going with Berlanga.
You gotta take the emotions out of it.
Nah, nope.
That's part of the sport. You gotta take the emotions. Knocked out. The emotions gotta be gone.
I want to see him knocked out.
You want to see him knocked out?
Yeah.
Look at Ty's face. He's like, yeah. Ty like, yeah.
Come on, Ty. Don't do him. I mean, no, not like that.
Yep. You trying to take an easy fight, get knocked out.
Who's gonna do it? It sure ain't gonna be no Berlanga.
I hope so. I pray he does.
Berlanga he might hurt him. Berlanga no slouch. I know I joke about the man because he's fighting Canelo. That's only because of Canelo. No disrespect to him, but he's no slouch. He definitely a heavy hitter.
Ty's dead serious.
Yeah, he is very.
And he's not watching. He dead serious about not watching. He just
you not watching it either?
Nope.
I'm gonna send you the link on purpose.
He said, I don't gotta click it.
I'm not watching because I'm boycotting Prime right now because I still can't watch the daggone Tank and rewatch the Tank and Frank fight.
Oh, so you can't rewatch the fights on Amazon?
Yeah, that's what I'm boycotting right now. I'm not. Nah.
But you know they are brand new. You gotta request it. You gotta request it.
I'm paying $20 a month plus I pay nope.
That's insane. See, now if I really was Frank, I'd make sure you can see the fight again. I cut out the part where I got knocked out, but I'll make sure you can see the fight again. It'll just go black screen.
That'd be a 10-minute clip.
You right, because that's exactly what happened. Sat on them ropes and woke up on September 21st in London because you know the zone is right back at it. We got another title fight. We got Daniel Dubois, African American Studies, right there, versus Anthony Joshua. 12 rounds for the vacant IBF heavyweight title. What you got?
I'm gonna let Ty first. I need to hear what he gonna say.
What I got?
Yeah.
If AJ has been fighting recently, shows up AJ. But if he don't, Dubois. So it's like it can go either way.
Ricky, you froze? Oh, he froze. Oh, he froze up like Anthony Joshua. That's crazy. And he got the smile. We gonna make sure we use that one. Oh, he back.
All right, here we go. I'm here.
I'm time stamping that one. Go ahead.
Don't. But did you already say yours?
Nah. Oh, Ty said it. You ain't hear him?
Yeah, I heard him. You said no. He said the boys?
I said it depends on which AJ show up. If the recent AJ show up, AJ. If AJ of old show up,
I'm going the boys. I'm going the boys.
I can go.
And I do respect AJ. And AJ do. If AJ do box real good, he will give the boys some struggle. But the boys has proven that he's punch resistant as well. But he also a heavy hitter. So I'm going the boys. He's hungry too.
Man, that brother's starving. So I didn't pick. We got anyway. I'm gonna go with Canelo. I know what Ty's saying, but if Ty right, that next episode gonna be very, very interesting. And I'm gonna go with Ty now. Like, man, all that ducking and you lost to a nobody.
Ty gonna go on a rant and he gonna throw the cookies in the air.
About a week ago. Well, I mean, if you've been here the entire time, y'all already know we have fun when we talking about boxing. But if you just tuned in and you're like, man, the episode's over that quickly, well, you can always go back and watch it. And we always do at least 2 episodes a month. So we just letting y'all know we do at least 2 episodes a month on a Sunday. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the other shows on the network. And basically, like the 12-round fight, it's time to go night-night. Guys, you got last words?
Subscribe, comment. Please get in the comments if you want, whatever you want to get your opinion of. We accept all opinions and we spot with any opinion you have in the comments. So please like.
Got me looking like Frank though. Go ahead.
Please like.
Tank, get him out of here. Tank, get him out of here. Now you gotta say that again. Your Wi-Fi started tripping.
My Wi-Fi started. Oh, you couldn't see me?
Oh, it was in the red corner.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw. Dang. Well, I ain't repeating that one. I'm sorry. I can't remember
All
everything
right,
I
we
just
heard you say
said.
Spawn. That's cool.
I was just saying, everybody get in the comments, like, subscribe, you know, get in the comments, talk, you know, we talk back. We're not a show that does ignore our comments. We definitely talk back, say something interesting, you know, tell us how, Canelo is still great in some ways, besides being a duck.
Oh yeah, Dave is a Canelo fan too, so he said he might have to be on that next show. Ty, you got any last
Okay,
words?
that's bad. Yeah, Dave, always
Last
welcome.
words.
We welcome
It's
Dave.
always great having the show. Make sure y'all subscribe. But shout out to Turk Al-Sheikh for having these fights, because he actually making boxing back to how boxing used to be. So yeah, he great cards.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, we're not giving you no daggone no belt and daggone Hall of Fame stuff. But yeah, shout out to you.
Yeah, no, shout out to him. Shout out to him.
I knew somebody was gonna say something about that whole little.
I had to.
Well, I'm glad you said something about that because you reminded me about this. Hey, Eminem, I know you're one of the greatest rappers, right? Well, some people say you top 2, top 5. It depends. I don't know where you want to rank them. But next time you about to do another one of these live events, call somebody else for your track list. I didn't know what was going on. Like you made a few hits, but I was like, is Crawford coming out to one of these songs? Like, it's a lot of motivation here. At the end of the day, you are one of the greats. It was hosted by Ennis. It was a great night in boxing. One more thing, because there is a time difference, just because y'all want to fight at 9 or 11 over there,
man,
the people on the East Coast will go to sleep. I promise you, they will.
2 a.m.
Crazy.
And like that, calling me Frank. Go ahead, Rick. We out of here.
In the red corner. We out.
Oh, I'm like Frank. I feel like Frank.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.